And the Miami offense will take over first and 10.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end, and they've got him.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made, just enough of a gain to move the sticks.
They spread this defense all over the field with that 5 wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on third down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
The Hurricanes have first and 10 here. Oh, it's snapped to the back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it second and medium. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, this is exactly what we talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game. They give their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. The Canes will try to keep this drive moving. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Here's the throw deep downfield. And he scores. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Tigers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll run it from the gun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he fires the football to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Tigers will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. Runs right over the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? And the pass is incomplete.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what would be the play call?
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Canes will line up to punt it away. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Wideouts now clustered. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to 3rd down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Rifles this football to the left. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
This time, a completion. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Now, with the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Miami 7, Clemson 0.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Brings up second and goal.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Hurricanes pick up enough for a first down here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Ball carrier tackled there.
Goes to a wide receiver. It's now 2nd and goal.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking to throw it again. Pass is caught. Touchdown for the U. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7.
That makes the score Miami 14, Clemson 7.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Clemson Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to get the throw off. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Miami offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. 2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Slides down to avoid the tackle. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But the fourth quarter really starts to wear you out.
The Hurricanes looking to cash in this red zone trip. Here's the toss play now, running left. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash mark. He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Canes will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense is back out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line in a hurry up. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way. Can they stop him? It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The game makes it second and medium. Toss play to the outside. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to pass this time. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's complete downfield. That's a big gain finally brought down near the 37.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And he's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. The defense has picked up the football going the other way. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense adds 6 points.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside, and the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Gain of 8. Second down coming up.
Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Kane.
Touchdown.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Clemson, 14.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They begin with a quick throw to the left.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense. The Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
And that's a first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The gain makes it second and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Furtado. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. It's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
24, Clemson, 21.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Clicking here over the defense, come up with a stop. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. That's a design quarterback keeper. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 24, Clemson 21.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He'll hand it off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays. They've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's third down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? And the quarterback dropping back. He escapes. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Play action here on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Send the back in motion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's 1st and goal. Looking for 6. Touchdown Tigers. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Miami offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away, and they come up with something here. Looking right, this one caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Oh, that one's picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. First down, looking to throw the football. Just trying to get rid of it. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. This time it's complete. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. This is a big 3rd down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we'd see a timeout. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
It's a 1-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Launches downfield. He's got it for a big gain. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Now they try to run in here on 2nd down, unable to get the 1st down. And now, late in the game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion, the clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line.
29 Philly, 2-9, go!
Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.